Got to be a bad somebody to do this. Tennessee family trapped in home by a racist white neighbor. Just gonna pull out all the stops, huh? Tennessee, David Collins faces charges after he allegedly shouted racial slurs at a mixed race family who was touring a home for sale next door and began beating on the door, threatening to burn down the property with them inside. Collins remains jailed on charges of attempted aggravated burglary and civil rights intimidation. Like we said, outrageous.
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show.
Family that was targeted, compromising of one Black person and two Asian individuals, arrived on April 30th to view the vacant home outside Memphis. While the family was inside viewing the residence, Collins appeared and allegedly began banging and kicking the front door, trying to break it in, police said, according to reports. Thank you, Atlanta Black Star, for giving us the details on this one. Neighbor John DeHoff, who lives next door to the home, said he heard Collins outside yelling at the top of his voice. Around this time, Collins began hurling racial slurs at the family, also threatened to kill them, vowing the man, woman, their daughter would not live to see another day if they didn't open the door to him. During the harrowing incident, Collins allegedly threatened to set fire to the house with the family inside, leaving them feeling trapped and afraid for their lives. That's when DeHoff said he heard enough, went outside to intervene, but that didn't stop Collins, who allegedly scaled the fence and proceeded to kick the glass door in the rear of the home in another attempt to break in. The daddy was scared for his wife and daughter, which is normal, DeHoff said. I stayed here with the girl, mama, and daddy until the police came. Let's get to the standoff. Well, it lasted several minutes before Collins threatened to return to his house to get something to, quote, take care of the matter. Police did not arrive at the scene for some time, allowing the situation to escalate. He thought they were illegal aliens. This is a quote. DeHoff said, "This ain't the first time. It's not black or white garbage. He just has problems comprehending who people are." Oh, he's got problems. The man eventually went home before police arrived and escorted the family safely off the property. Following an investigation, Millington Police Department officers arrived at the scene 2 days later. At that time, they arrested Collins. So where do we go with this one? I remember in college, I lived in an apartment. There's 4 of us, 2 and 2 in each room. My roommate moved out. I would have loved to have a single for the rest of the school year. You know how valuable that is? I wanted it. University started sending over people who joined late, whatever. Here's a spot for you. And I acknowledge my roommates and I, 2 girls on the basketball team, I was on the track team. We might have left the place a mess when we knew somebody was coming to check it out. But that's all we did. And it wasn't race-based, wasn't sexist, wasn't anti-immigration. And by the way, you don't know anything about this family. I don't know why you're acting like this. This is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But Jackson, I need to once again start from the bottom up. After everything that went down and all the witnesses, including Mr. DeHoff, why does it take 2 days to arrest this fool?
Because they don't care. I mean, I don't really see what other logical reason there would be, because imagine what could have happened within those 2 days. So many things could have went down. I mean, this guy sounds like he doesn't need to be in prison. He needs to be in an asylum. Like he got problems for real. He's totally incoherent. He doesn't know what's going on. And he clearly doesn't have anything to live for. But this family could have been murdered. They could have been severely injured. All types of stuff could have happened. I mean, if you don't wait, what's the point of even coming if you wait 2 days later?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like by then, it's like it's not even just that the incident is over. Like, what are you really gonna do? You know, so this dude clearly needs constant supervision. But yet another indictment on law enforcement for really just not caring about protecting and serving. unless you got money.
And you make a strong point, leaving this family probably saying they don't really care about us. Michael Jackson had a song about it. Michael Jackson had a hit. King of Pop's music resonates with this story. You don't really care if you're showing up 2 days later. It's called in. They already said they didn't arrive timely. And I didn't quite understand the explanation by one witness who says, well, it's not about black or white. This guy is a racist and lacks balance. I'm not a doctor, so that's as far as I'm willing to go, but you understand what I'm getting at. This guy lacks balance. And you're probably right about where he needs to be, get some assistance. But at the end of the day, we can sort that out later.
Mhm.
Right now, you had tried to kick in the glass and you said, come on out here. And you were also quoted as saying you were going back to your house to get something to, quote, take care of the matter. I'll give you the last word, Jackson.
Lock this dude up. That's really all there is to it. He looks like he sits in the house all day for years and doesn't do anything else. I mean, my last word, period, is just get this guy off the streets.
Get him off the street. And you might be right. Staying inside all the time, you're not getting vitamin D, you're not getting sunlight. Again, I'm not a doctor, but it's not healthy. The behavior is insane.